Hey, I mean, Kevin Love is communicating here that he wants Bam Adebayo to take Jason Tatum, so Kevin Love's got to sprint here. What is Bam Adebayo doing? What is happening here? Why is Jason Tatum catching this ball and Bam Adebayo's nowhere to be found? So now let's just rip and go, draw help, Al Horford. What is Kevin Love doing here? He's not looking at the ball, and he's apparently not looking at his man. What, does he recognize someone in the stands? How does he get beat backdoor here? So now Max Strus has to step up and help, and that just leaves Derek White. What? What is Max Strus doing? This is a cross screen. Your man is setting it. You got to jam Marcus Smart as he comes through the cross screen so Bam Adebayo can get on the other side. Instead, I guess you're switching this, but you don't communicate. So now 2 people go to Marcus Smart, and then 2 people go back to Derek White. Complete disaster. This draws help. Jaylen Brown splash. Okay, Jimmy Butler gets beat baseline here. So the Heat rotations are good. Kyle Lowry comes here. Caleb Martin goes here. Jimmy Butler goes here. You don't go to the first pass. Are you kidding me on this? So now Jason Tatum's wide open. Okay, Caleb Martin is certainly taking his sweet time trying to get over the top of this Robert Williams III flare screen. But if he gets through, you got to communicate. Like, you got to say, I'm through, so Cody Zeller knows to stay with Robert Williams III. You're not communicating this. So now Cody Zeller steps up, dunk. Okay, yes, this is a god-awful switch of this handoff. If Bam Adebayo wants to switch, communicate it now, so Kyle Lowry goes to Al Horford. But he eventually is okay. Like, this is way too long to communicate. But he ends up being fine in the end. Jimmy Butler coming to double here is completely pointless. I mean, come on. Okay, apparently the Heat think this series is over, because let's count who's boxing out right here. 0 for 1, 0 for 2, 0 for 3, 0 for 4, 0 for 5. So who's getting this rebound? Derek White. Who wants it more? And 1. Okay, this disaster in transition starts with Duncan Robinson not staying with Jason Tatum. You got to communicate this. Jimmy Butler then has to communicate he's taking Malcolm Brogdon. Gabe Vincent has to come to Al Horford. And then Bam Adebayo, as this 5th trailer, needs to be coming here. But instead he goes to Malcolm Brogdon because God knows what was going on over here, so now it's Grant Williams for 3. Yeah, I mean, the Heat are just getting outworked. When nobody boxes out on the perimeter, now these Celtics players on the perimeter can come leak in from behind and snag these rebounds. Okay, this is completely on Bam Adebayo. You have got to communicate that a flare screen's coming. Right now, he should be yelling out, flare, 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 so Caleb Martin immediately knows to come over to Malcolm Brogdon. Look at, I mean, come on. Caleb Martin's getting hit with this flare screen for no reason. This forces a late switch that you gamble on. That draws Gabe Vincent and help, Derek White. Okay, Bam Adebayo seems to like to switch but not tell anyone he's doing so. So if he's coming up to take Jason Tatum coming off this flare screen, say it so Caleb Martin knows, okay, I got to go here to Robert Williams III so Jimmy Butler can stay home. Instead, you got 2 people coming up to Tatum, so now Jimmy Butler's left in a 2-on-1. So who's open? Are they going to go with a Robert Williams dunk? I guess that's what they do. These Heat switches are a disaster. If you're Max Strus, wait for Grant Williams to set the screen. Then you come up here and guard. Max Strus is leaving the screener already, so you're going to be coming uphill right now as Jaylen Brown's going downhill. So that forces Jimmy Butler now to have to come double, and Grant Williams has more shoot-around shots. In transition, Bam Adebayo and Max Strus are going to both collapse on the ball. That is plenty. Jimmy Butler's going to come here. So Gabe Vincent and Kevin Love have got to take some of these Celtics trailers. Where are they going? You're just guarding air right now. So now Gabe Vincent's going to be late to get out to Al Horford. Kevin Love never makes it there. Jason Tatum. Okay, if you're Gabe Vincent here, when Jaylen Brown turns to face you up, you got to stay up. Stop. So Jaylen Brown's turning. You got to stay up, get your feet set in a defensive stance. You cannot be going backwards like this. Open jumper, obviously. Okay, what is Kevin Love doing here? Al Horford is going to set a ball screen to this angle here. So this is where Kevin Love needs to be in drop coverage, obviously. Why is he setting up here like the screen is here? So now Jason Tatum walks right into an open 3. Okay, I guess Kevin Love wants to go back to Boston. I mean, this is a loose ball right here. Look at the stop. So there's a loose ball. Kevin Love needs to start sprinting back now. Look at how long it's going to take him to start getting back. And then you do whatever that was. Okay, if Caleb Martin is coming to double here, then just as soon as that happens, Jimmy Butler has to come up here. You're not worried about Jaylen Brown or Derek White 2 passes away. You can rotate out of this. It's the players 1 pass away, Al Horford and Marcus Smart, or if you don't rotate, it's just a 3-point contest. Okay, this is terrible transition defense. If Max Strus is coming up to take Jaylen Brown, then communicate this so Jimmy Butler knows to come this way. So we got two people going to Jaylen Brown. Also, could I trouble Kyle Lowry to possibly sprint over to Jason Tatum in transition? Look at that jogging. So now Jason Tatum gets it. It's just a straight line drive to the rim. This makes my head explode. Could Cody Zeller in transition please find someone to guard? Who is Cody Zeller guarding right now? What on earth was that? Okay, if Caleb Martin is coming to crowd Jason Tatum right here, he's got to be way more aggressive in doing so. So get up now and be battling for position. Like, look at Caleb Martin. This is laziness. So now you're taking forever to get up to crowd Jason Tatum. So now he's just going to lower his shoulder and knock you backwards open jumper. I don't know what the Heat are doing. If this is supposed to be a trap, then Max Strus needs to be up and Caleb Martin wouldn't go under the screen. Like, look at how late it takes you to trap. This is not trapping Jason Tatum. This is just two guys sort of standing in the same area of Jason Tatum. So now Grant Williams is just practice shots again. Okay, the Heat are in a 3-2 zone. What is Bam Adebayo doing? He is responsible for the middle of the zone. Kyle Lowry is coming down here to take Al Horford in the corner. Why is Bam Adebayo not staying up with the Celtics' best player? This is completely on Duncan Robinson in transition. Kyle Lowry is going to take Jason Tatum. You must come to Al Horford. We can't lose you in transition like that. What was that? Okay, this is a bad double team. First of all, if you're Caleb Martin and double's coming, you want to angle Jason Tatum into this double team immediately. Look at how he's letting Jason Tatum spin away from that double team. So now this 4-on-3 on the weak side of the floor, you're giving way too much time for this to develop. So what really needs to happen here is Jimmy Butler's got to take Marcus Smart. Kyle Lowry should be up taking Al Horford, and Gabe Vincent should be here. You'll leave Jaylen Brown 2 passes away. Doesn't happen. That's terrible. Okay, I'm not sure why Caleb Martin is accepting a switch when there's about a mile of space to get over this screen, but okay, so you're switching. If you're Gabe Vincent, you're switching. Get your hands off the screener. What are you doing? Like, so when Jason Tatum comes off the screen, you're not ready to guard. Your body momentum is still leaning towards the screener as Jason Tatum comes this way. So you're off balance now. You might as well have been wearing figure skates for this play. It wouldn't have made a difference. Okay, what is Caleb Martin doing? You have to get to bodies. Bam Adebayo doesn't even need to communicate this. He's obviously taking Jaylen Brown. Could you please come over here and take one of these Celtics trailers? Look at Caleb Martin. Here comes Robert Williams III. What are you doing? Okay, so Bam Adebayo turns it over here. It's fine. It's basketball. That happens. If you're Caleb Martin, could you be disappointed about this turnover during a timeout, and in the meantime, could you sprint back in transition? What on earth is going on right now? Okay, these Heat switches are a disaster. If you're Caleb Martin, he's going underneath Robert Williams III. If you're Bam Adebayo, get your hands off the screener. Be up and ready to guard Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum comes off the screen, your body momentum is still going towards the screener. That means you're off balance guarding Jason Tatum. That means if you had figure skates on, it'd look the exact same way.